What if I told you the future of computers isn't silicon, but living human brain cells? Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, it's happening right now. And trust me, it's both mind-blowing and a little terrifying. This isn't some Black Mirror episode. This is real, and it could change everything we know about artificial intelligence, computing power, and even what it means to be human. By the end of this video, you'll understand how this revolutionary biocomputer works, what it can do, and the huge ethical questions it raises. And trust me, the last part, you're not ready for it. Computers have evolved at insane speeds. We went from clunky room-sized machines in the 50s to pocket-sized supercomputers we call smartphones. But even today's most advanced AI, like ChatGPT or Google's DeepMind, is still just code on silicon. It's powerful, but it doesn't actually think. But what if computers didn't just run code, but actually learned and adapted the way humans do? Enter CL1, the first ever computer powered by human brain cells. Before we dive in, would you trust a computer that's literally alive? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What is CL1? Cortical Labs, an Australian biotech company, has officially developed CL1, a computer that combines lab-grown human neurons with traditional silicon chips. They call it synthetic biological intelligence. Sounds fancy, right? But what does that actually mean? They take human neurons, grow them in a lab from stem cells, and place them onto a special silicon chip where they can communicate, just like they would in a human brain. Instead of transistors, they use actual living brain cells that fire electrical impulses to process information. Mind blown yet? Because we're just getting started. 2. How do these neurons think? So here's where it gets wild. These neurons aren't just sitting there doing nothing. Scientists at Cortical Labs ran an experiment where they connected these neurons to a computer simulation of the arcade game Pong. And the neurons learned how to play it, just like a human brain does. They started with random movements, but over time they got better, because neurons naturally adapt. This means they can learn, just like a human brain, without pre-programmed instructions. This isn't just artificial intelligence, it's living intelligence. 1. Supercomputers versus CL1, the energy game changer. Here's a crazy stat. Training ChatGPT takes about 1,000 kilowatt hours of energy. That's enough to power 200 homes for a year. But CL1, a full system runs on just 850 to 1,000 watts, barely more than a toaster. This is a game changer for AI, because it means we can build smarter, more energy-efficient machines that don't require massive data centers eating up electricity. More power, less cost, and it's alive? We're officially in sci-fi territory. 2. Medical breakthroughs. Understanding brain diseases. Here's where things get even more exciting. By studying how these neurons learn and adapt, scientists can unlock new ways to treat brain diseases like Alzheimer's, epilepsy, and dementia. Instead of experimenting on animals or relying on imperfect simulations, they can now test treatments on actual human neurons without needing a human subject. Medicine just got a futuristic upgrade. All right, now for the part that might make you a little uncomfortable. If we're growing human brain cells and they can learn, at what point do they become alive? Could these neurons develop consciousness? Could they start to think for themselves? Cortical Labs says no, it's just neurons. But how do we know that? Imagine 10 years from now, we keep making smarter and bigger neural networks. What if one day we create something that's actually self-aware? Would you be comfortable with that? Let me know in the comments. We're no longer just coding intelligence, we're growing it. Hit that like button if this blew your mind, and if you want to see more insane tech like this, make sure to subscribe. In the meantime, check out this video here because trust me, it's just as crazy as this one.